Hey everyone, I'm Linda. Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about how to choose your first sewing machine for quilting specifically, but this will be pretty relevant to general sewing also. So the first thing I want to talk about is do not get sucked into, oh, you need a machine that's at least $2,000 to quilt. And when I talk about quilt, I'm talking about creating a quilt top like what's behind me and quilting said quilt top on your machine. I'm not talking about getting into long arm machines and all of that, although that is constantly where that topic skews. So let me be clear what I'm talking about. So in your first machine, doesn't have to be anything special, but I also don't want you to cheap out. And I know that might be hard because I know you're afraid, oh, what happens if I don't like it? You can probably sell it for roughly what you paid for it, usually, if you get on Kijiji or Marketplace or Craigslist or what have you. I don't want you to really cheap out. So that means avoiding big box stores, Walmart, Target, Amazon, specifically Amazon. Problems with buying from big box stores and Amazon is you cannot get any help from them if something goes wrong, and you often can't return it if it's outside the return window. That means if your machine breaks and it needs some help, if you don't know how to use it, you're not getting that help from Amazon or a big box store. It's just not happening. So I always tell people to find a dealer, but that's a side story. So on your first machine, you need a straight stitch, and that's about it. There are straight stitch only machines out there. They're a little harder to find. You're likely going to come up with a machine, a small brother or Janome, that has probably roughly around 20 stitches, and you'll get your zigzags and your buttonholes and such. That's fine. That works perfectly. All you really need for quilting is a straight stitch. So that's all you need there. You do not need bells and whistles. This machine comes with this table. Let me see if I can drag it off. Oh yeah, my foot's down. Hold on. This is a table that slides on. It just happens to be part of what Bernina packages this machine with. You do not need a big table. It is helpful in the latter part of quilting when you're actually creating you've made your quilt sandwich, your top and your batting and your backing, and you're actually quilting the machine. It does, quilting the quilt rather, it does help to have a big plexiglass table. It's not necessary, don't have to have it. A 1/4 inch foot. Let me try this again. This is the 1/4 inch foot for this machine. Let me bring this up. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this. So Bernina has solid pieces of metal for their feet, and it is a 1/4 inch from the center of this foot to the right hand side. That is a 1/4 inch as you sew your patchwork. That is key for your first machine. If your machine doesn't come with one, I'm sure you can buy one for it. And again, Linda's lecture of the day, Linda's comment of the day, make sure you buy the feet that are made for your machine. Do not buy generic feet, especially those off of Amazon. They are not good quality. You could end up harming your machine and needing an expensive repair. So don't go there. So you need a straight stitch. A straight stitch to start with is perfect. You need a 1/4 inch foot, and that's about it. You really don't need any of the bells and whistles. There are machines that are packaged as Quilter's Edition machines, and they usually have a few extra quilting accessories added, like a bigger table like I was talking about. You can often find that in a Quilter's Edition machine, but you really don't need to go there for your first machine. As I said, I really don't want you to cheap out. There are some great machines that are more inexpensive on the market. And why I tell you not to go cheap is, and this is my public service announcement for Earth Day, a lot of those $99 and less machines that you see at your big box stores and Amazon, they're not built to be repaired. So once they break, they're broken. There's nothing you can do to fix it. You can't replace the gears, you can't replace anything. And therefore you're going to use it as a decorative doorstop, or it's going to landfill. Do we really need more things going to landfill in the year 2024? I don't think so. So straight stitch and a 1/4 inch foot and a couple extra stitches if you get them, perfect. But Go find a dealer. Don't buy on Amazon. Don't buy from a big box store. And that's what you need in your first sewing machine for quilting. I hope that helps. Talk soon. Make sure you subscribe. Bye.